VP. Once again, welcome to this channel. This is Casa Media, a place whereby you will get entertained, you will also be educated as far as matters relating to relationships are concerned. So, in case you are watching us for the first time, or you have been watching our videos and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Because by so doing, you are helping the channel to grow. You are also motivating us to continue bringing more videos to educate the society, to educate the young generation, to educate everyone who is in a relationship. And maybe you could be helping someone somewhere. Maybe it could be your relative, it could be your close friends, it could be your generation, who knows? Subscribe to help those people to continue getting more videos. We have said that we are concentrating on issues relating to relationship. That's why today I have decided to tell you some of the things when you see them in your relationship, then you need to ask yourself some questions. If these things happen, then you need to know that something somewhere is not going right. It is There are things like if your partner starts behaving in such a manner, then you need to think that you need to have some questions. You need to know that your partner maybe could be cheating or is intending to cheat. Cheating itself, it's not necessarily be physical. It can also be emotional. Most of the people tend to think that once the term cheating is mentioned, they tend to think of sex, only sex. Of which, for me, I think it's a diverse word because it also acts as deception, cheating. It is also trickery or imposture or infidelity. For me, I have decided to concentrate on those things that you people have been thinking once this term cheating is mentioned. There are those things that comes into your mind. I have decided to concentrate on them. Uh, One, phone. I am going to count them with numbers. Phone. The phone, to some extent, it was meant to help us in our daily life, but it has been misused. To some extent, it has been not been used in a proper manner. That's why it has been acting as a center of all evil as far as our relationships are concerned. So, if you see your partner paying more attention to his phone or to her phone more than to you, then you need to ask yourself some sort of questions. Maybe he's chatting a lot, he's texting a lot, he's flirting with his friends a lot than he has been doing previously. Then there ought to be some questions you need to ask. If your partner is having mysterious phone calls unlike previously, maybe to some extent kuna venye anapata simu, then unasikia all of a sudden that's a wrong number or unsaved numbers, unlike what has been happening previously. Then you need to ask yourself some sort of questions. Maybe he is seeing someone whom he doesn't want you to know about. If your partner can't pick certain calls when around specific people, maybe when around you, maybe when around your close friends, then also that brings some sort of questions. And to make the matters worse, most of the people tend to make their phones or keep their phones on a silent mode. Your phone is always in silent mode. Why? Because he doesn't want you to know whether there is someone who calls or someone who texts or someone who flirts with him or her. So that also brings some sort of question marks. Uh, Frequent change of password. If your partner suspects that it's like you've cramped his or her password, he tends to change it. Why? Who else is being kept away from the phone apart from you? These are the things you need to be so careful because if you see them happening, then you need to ask yourself some questions. That's point number one. Number two, friends. If you see your partner having a frequent praise of a certain friend of the opposite gender. It could be a coworker, a schoolmate, or someone of your circle, your friends. If your partner starts praising someone of the opposite gender, then you need to know that maybe he or she could have raised some sort of feelings, intimate feelings towards that person. You need to be careful. If your partner won't sacrifice their friendship for the sake of your relationship, unaweza mwambia maybe you could be having a complication health wise, na umwambie nipeleke tu or see. Then akwambia I'm meeting a friend who is more valuable than you. Maybe he's trying to avoid you, or maybe he's trying to keep himself or herself away from you. If your friend starts spending more time with his single friends, unmarried people, or people who are not in a serious relationship, then that also brings some sort of questions, because he doesn't want or hataki kuulizwa swali lolote kuhusu mambo yenye anafanya. He doesn't want to be accounted for what he or she is doing, which is not going according to what a relationship is supposed to be going. If he starts avoiding you and your inner circle of friends, there is something being hidden. If your partner starts avoiding your friends, something is cooking. If it is not happening now, it is going to happen. It is about to happen. Make sure you are paying more attention. You are very keen. You know, some of these things happens very slowly, to an extent that if you are not careful, you won't be in a capacity to know that your partner has changed or is changing. Point number 3, deception. Your partner won't say where he is or where she is, what she's doing or what he is doing when he is coming back. And he doesn't want to be asked anything concerning that. He is trying to cover up his guilt. Why? Okay, if you try to ask, where are you? This person will always be asking some sort of defensive questions. Where do you think I am? What do you think I am doing? Those are some of the defensive questions that your partner will tend to ask, because he or she doesn't want to be questioned about what he or she is doing. That point number 3. Number 4, there will be random unavailability. Your partner goes missing without genuine or proper explanation. What do I mean by the term going missing? Maybe your partner's phone goes off anyhowly without even notifying you. Your partner tends to have random and unplanned outs, goes out without plans. Maybe you could have planned something with him or her, but all of a sudden changes his mind or her mind, tells you that I will not be able to go with you because I am going somewhere. If you ask him or her, where specifically are you going? Nasikia jibu kama I am having a meeting. Which kind of a meeting is going to be yenye upangwa tu randomly hivyo? Someone has planned for him or her. Unlike you, be careful. Question more with intelligence. Point number 5. If your partner starts being unavailable and it's with no proper reason, you know, there is a difference between being unavailable and random unavailability. Random unavailability is that your partner is always there for you, but all of a sudden, nastukia tu hayuko. And there is this other thing, your partner is trying to avoid you. That's total unavailability. If he starts being unavailable for you when you need him or her, then you need to know that there is something making him or her be unavailable for you. The time that he used to have with you has been occupied or is about to be occupied by someone else. So these are the things that you need to be careful of. Point number 6, his or her social calendar will always be fixed. Insist of taking solo trips or alone time without you. Once you question for, or once you intend to have a proper time with him or her, he will always be fixed because he has no time for you. He has no feelings for you. He is not intending to have time with you. That's why he will always try to fix his calendar to an extent that he won't be able to give you time with him or her. Point number 7, we have discussed points number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If your partner's change of physical appearance tends to be of more concern, unlike previously, what's making him or her change her physical appearance randomly? Maybe he used to wear long dresses or long skirt suits, or your partner used to wear some sort of coats, suits, then all of a sudden it starts changing, starts wearing differently, unlike what he had been wearing previously. What's making him change, or what's making her change? Maybe someone somewhere has recommended or has advised him or her about her or his dressing code. Maybe if you change this, you look more attractive. If you stay like this, you look more decent than you have been. These kind of recommendations are the ones that's making our partners change or tend to change their lifestyle. Uh, point number 9, point number 8, your partner won't allow you to do the laundry together. Who doesn't want to be helped when it comes to issues relating to indoors activities or indoors jobs? Everybody wants to be helped. But if there is something to hide, I'm very sure your partner will not allow you to help him or her. If it's a lady, he won't allow you to do the laundry or to help her do the laundry because maybe you could sense some sort of different perfume, or something could have been forgotten in the pocket, and he or she doesn't want you to know or to observe it. So, to some extent, you will find that your partner tends to not allow you to help do the laundry. If your partner, that's point number 9, if your partner starts complaining of everything, then you need to ask yourself why. He hasn't been complaining there before, but it comes a time when everything becomes bad, when everything that's relating to you, it's bad. Everything that you're doing, it's not good. Then you need to ask yourself why. Maybe he could have met someone better than you, or he is intending to start seeing someone else. So he is trying to make you feel that you're not suitable for him or her. That's why he will be complaining about everything as far as you are concerned. Point number 10, your partner has been posting you every now and then. Then all of a sudden, he stops posting you. And to make the matters worse, his or her relationship status changes. Maybe alikuwa ameandika in a serious relationship. Then all of a sudden, you see it, I'm in an open relationship. What made him or her change? This may be to open minds or to open the floor of other potential aspirants. Let me call them aspirants as far as this issue is concerned. So he or she is trying to open a floor for those people who are desiring maybe to speak with him or maybe to request something from him or her, not to fear, to be free doing so. So for today, if you have been touched by our video or by our content, then please subscribe. In the next video, I am sure I am going to show you or I am going to tell you reasons as to why people do cheat. Thank you. Let's meet in the next video.